How's it going? It's your boy is a 33. Welcome you to the Halloween special of IPW Prime Time. I'm of course is a 33 guy who's here to let you know what the flip is going on. And of course, for tonight's episode, I'm in fancy dress. Gotta go. Full get up. Gloves on is everything. Disco ball helmet. You name it, I've got it. It's also shining off the camera, which is fun. But I have come as that did not work. Nice. Let's see if I can get this into the broadcast. I have come from a music video. It's also hard to control in gloves, so let me just download it just to show you. I have come as this Electric Cowboy and from Ratata. Honestly, really good music video. Highly recommend it if you're into that film genre. But yeah, tonight we're going in and we're going to be going into 6 big matches. Looking at my match card. And we're starting off the show in typical me fashion. Championship belts on the line. It is a rematch from last week. It is going to be for the mixed tag team championships. It is Montez Ford, Bianca Belair taking on the Alpha Academy. Oh boy. This is going to be an epic battle, and it's coming to you right now. Into the Primetime Arena.
Introducing the challengers. First, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Well, last week, if you missed it, the Mixed Tag Championships were on the line. The Academy took on Bianca and Montez Ford, and it ended in a double countout. Something that we've been seeing quite a bit in tag team action recently. Tonight, Eve Torres, our general manager, has said, no. This is not going to happen again. We're putting you inside the most spooky spectacle that could be bought. Hell in a Cell.
Representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds,
Montez Ford teaming up alongside Bianca Belair for this one. This duo, they bring the swag, they bring the heat, smoke. Let's be honest, it's a fun duo, a fun combination. The champs, on the other hand, bring a bit more of a power game versus the utility, the speed, the suave of Montez, and definitely the power game of Bianca Belair. Locked inside Hell in a Cell. Certainly a different sort of beast. As well, both stars will kind of be trapped, or all four will be trapped, in a difficult predicament. One team ready. Are the Academy ready? Belts around their waist.
The undisputed mixed tag champions, Otis and Molly Holly, the Alpha Academy.
Fired up, looking ready. These two, knowing they're entering the sinister structure that damages, destroys bodies. You'll never leave it the same as you entered. And the champs earn victory here. Defend their belts for probably the most amount of times any tag team has defended a championship. Remember, Otis and Molly did lose these belts. They're the inaugural champs, but also our third ever champions. The belts handed over to our referee, Big Man Gregathy. Alicia Taylor stares on as we are ready. The structure lower behind them. And there we go. The bell sounds and the action begins inside the ring. I'm going to bring the camera in, up and down. And let's take a look at what is going on. Right now, it's the Academy having their way with Montez and Bianca. Bianca firing back though on Otis. It's Molly Holly caught, planted Bianca, controlling the ring. Otis now turns his attention to Montez. It's now down to woman versus woman, man versus man, but Otis gonna turn that tune into something else as he picks up Bianca. Military press from Otis. Well, Montez sent out the ring. Bianca gonna capitalize on the spacing. Hits the DDT on Otis. Molly, though, isolates her off. Runs off the back into a nice drop kick there. The outside of the ring, though, eyes on Montez, who is battling with Otis right now. Molly applying pressure to the legs here of Bianca as I believe that's Otis's head hitting the steel here on the outside. Montez taking him for a ride as Bianca escapes the submission hold. Irish whip sends Molly up. Spinebuster plants her. Pinfall attempt. Bianca trying to get it. Otis into the ring to break that up, but he is gonna catch Montez as well. Molly and Otis working well here as a pinfall attempt comes in. For some reason, the referee always seems to get in the way of the camera. Back elbow from Otis. As Montez again sent to the outside, but Bianca's the one who's got the focus on it. Almost going to hit the pile driver, but gets back body dropped. Montez pop up. Beautifully executed onto Molly Holly. And now, a reversal of fortunes. Bianca, boom, pounced. Otis, caught, DDT'd. Splash from Bianca connects as Montez in the drop zone. A Molly go round could be coming, but it's Bianca who's going to go round and round and round and destroy whatever Molly Holly was looking for there. Montez now emptying the ring, but he is caught again. Nice work there from Bianca to save her partner. Allows for that chop block to come through from Montez. Woman versus woman, man versus man. Montez gonna stop that transaction. As well, it's been mostly Otis versus Bianca and Montez versus Molly. Certainly a matchup of styles there from both teams. The high flyers facing one another. The powerhouses facing the other. That's a big blockbuster from Montez. Over the top. Plants Molly down for the 2. To bring the camera around. Molly sends Montez running. Back elbow drops him. Now it is the Alpha Academy seizing the opportunity. Control is garnered. Bianca maybe gonna turn that tide. Takes the back. On a plant. Otis down. With a jaded type maneuver. Molly Holly sensed the danger. Gets back in, but she's caught planted as well with a DDT. Montez cleaning house. Because now Molly's going for a kiss of death. Bianca plants her down. Pinfall attempt. Otis is out of it. In the drop zone for the frog splash as well. Pinfall now from Montez. Referee gets over to that one. Checks it. Gets the 2. 2 near falls off 2 big maneuvers. Bianca's going to make it a 3rd. Pops up Molly with a power bomb from deadlift position. Through. Misses with the drop kick though. Molly now controlling the ring. Bianca's head smashed into the mat. Montez watching on. This could be ball game. It could be the beginning of the end. Bianca's punch caught. Molly gonna put her down. Up and over she goes. Now turns her attention to Montez, who pops her up. Arm drag takedown. Otis in the ring, taking over. German suplex. Are we going to get one for Bianca? The answer is no. She instead sends Otis packing. The ring now belongs to Montez and Bianca. Molly Holly. She is going to be beaten down. Side the ring in is Montez and Otis battling. Remember, the good thing about being trapped in here, apart from all the spookiness, the scariness of the weaponry, it just honestly keeps the action exciting. Trapped in hell, really. As Montez pops up Molly Holly. Doesn't put her through the table, almost does though. But Bianca, kiss of death connects. Montez nips up. Booty popping moonsault from Bianca into the pin. Drop block from Montez. Have they got it? The answer's no. The near fall. Almost nets a big victory here for Montez and Bianca. Frog splash misses from Montez. Bianca's caught. Molly, rear naked choke applied, sits back into it. Will Bianca tap? The answer's no. Fights out of it. Now, on the other side of things, Otis slamming into Montez, setting him up here. Molly gonna stop it. Gonna just capitalize, swinging neck breaker. Meanwhile, Otis going for a walk. He's looking to hunt down Bianca. I'd say the bigger shots have come from Montez and Bianca. It's the action spilling out of the ring. You kind of wonder what's going to happen here. As Otis delivering some big shots to Bianca. Montez and Molly battling. Molly sent into the cage. Followed up with a second time. He's returned to the ring. Otis caught in between a rock and a hard place, being teed off on by Montez and Bianca. Otis sent running here as Bianca and Molly battling on the inside of the ring. Molly trying to maybe punish her. Avoids the shot from Montez. Tries to send Bianca into the table. Not able to do so. Instead, it's going to be Montez taking it back. He's going to maybe walk ski. Molly. No. Otis stops it. And he's the one who's going to walk ski Montez into position. Sidewalk slam through the table. And Montez down. Bianca eats the world's strongest slam. The waist trash compactor, whatever it's fucking called. Otis delivers it. And now it's down to Molly to put away Bianca. Bianca catches Molly, picks her up, a scoop. And this is just cocky. Deadlifting, squatting, power slamming. Otis drops Montez. It's time to all aboard the choo-choo train. Choo-choo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom, Caterpillar. The worm and Caterpillar, whatever version it is, it hits. Otis sent flying here by Bianca. Bianca keeping the team in it. Montez delivers a big line. Bianca isolating Molly into the pin. Otis coming into the ring. Breaks the pin at full attempt up. Keeps the match alive for the team. Bianca sending Molly out. As Otis, he crushes and then flattens his opponent. Caught. Bianca going for a ride. No, reverses into the DDT. No world's strongest slam there. Instead, she's watching Molly Holly. Big time shots connect from Bianca, who sends Molly flying into the cage. Otis flattening Montez. Molly, she's sent running. The table been thrown about as Otis caught. KOD, no. Reversed. Montez going to send Otis running. The ring controlled right now by Montez and Bianca. Montez, he's put in the corner. Bianca's capitalizing. KOD connects. She plants Molly Holly. Montez needs to catch Otis, but Otis is not going to have it. Instead, pop-up powerbomb. Good night. No, he's not done yet. Calls him up. Think he's going to put him down. Gun stun. Bianca takes the back. A lashing from the hair delivered. And pinfall attempt comes through. Molly can't cut it off. And that could be it. Otis kicks out in time as Montez delivers a big-time powerbomb. But Otis is caught. KO'd. That's another connection here in this one. And that's gonna be it. New mixed tag champions in the sinister structure that is Hell in a Cell. We grant ourselves new champs here in IPW. A married couple, or a couple, delivering a big performance here to get themselves gold here in IPW. For the first time in a while, I got a feeling this duo might be able to maintain their championship path longer than most. But let's be honest, it was a great tag team performance, cohesive to the end by both teams. But in the end, Bianca Belair's power reigns supreme. That big KOD planting Otis down for the count.
Here are your winners and the new undisputed mixed tag champions.
Wait, what?
Team up, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford.
What? What? They're still on top of the cage. But they're inside a what? Only in IPW do you get to see these glitches. What the hell is going on? Anywho. From that opener, we have some unfinished business. Scores to be settled in our next bout in the women's division. Let's be honest, this is going to be a doozy. In fact, there's a lot to discuss about it. Strap on in, let's get into bout number 2 tonight. The spooky evening continues to deliver. Woo! 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 As the birds enter the arena, Lyra Valkyria set for action. There's a lot to discuss with this lady.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Woo! 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 Returning Resolve, Valkyria. Her first week back on Primetime. Talk exception. Run rampant through Kiana James. And now she's set to go up against someone she hasn't beaten yet. A woman who didn't even win the championship at Resolve. It is Mella versus Valkyria. And let's be honest, This is going to be interesting. Because Carmella,
And her opponent from Staten Island, New York, the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella!
Mella owns a dub over Valkyria. And, well, that really was unfortunate. It was obviously a DQ victory over her, thanks to the interference of Fallon Henley. But right now, you kind of have to look at this question. Can the former television champ actually get the job done here against the former contender? We tie up to start this off. Waistlock applied here by Carmella. And if you're Valkyria here, obviously you put a target on the back of Kiana James of Fatal Influence. Straight out of the block. You kind of have to feel that James watching on from the back. Remember, this is normal primetime, so all the top stars are here. And Fatal Influence certainly have not forgotten what Valkyria did to them. But for now, Valkyria in trouble, as she has to deal with Carmella before really any more involvement with the top dogs of IPW's women's division. Mella is no easy opponent. Remember, a former WWE Women's Champion is Miss Mella. And she knows realistically how to attack. She knows the best opportunity to throw a big shot. But right now she's getting worked over by some technical prowess of Lyra Valkyria. Roll-up attempt here, schoolgirl. Only gonna get the referee down onto her hands and knees, and that's about it. That's all you're gonna get from her. But for now, our final collar and elbow is going to result in a clean break. Surprising, to say the least, as there's an arm drag beautifully executed by Valkyria, utilizing the speed, the weight of her opponent to get some elevation on them. Just yeet them across the ring. Mella, though, early bird special on Valkyria. Keeping this interesting, to say the least, is this back and forth affair hasn't netted either woman a massive advantage. Mella, known for playing it dirty, going against the grain, going against the books. The rules are meant to be broken. Mella is certainly doing so. Nice shot there. Targeting the calf muscle of Valkyria. Remove that ability to come executioner's leg dropping off that top rope. Remove the vertical base. You've got a better chance of winning. Mella knows that. It's why she is doing this. Big scoop slam on the outside. You have to think Mella has certainly shown up here. Is causing some concern for Valkyria. But when does that concern turn into dread? When does it turn into desperation? Right now, Mella is firmly controlling this match. There's the face buster. Planting Valkyria down into the pin she goes. Down for the one. And only the one. Valkyria quick to get back up. Eats the super kick. That was a bait-in, if I've ever seen one there from Mella. As the count comes through, only a 2. Mella, nice running knee. Hits the side of the temple with it. Gonna follow it up with something else. A beautiful drop kick, just full lambasting of Valkyria's face. You kind of have to think here. Situation getting dire for her opponent. As well, Valkyria now going to the dire moment. Up on the shoulders is Carmella. I thought for a second we were going to get a powerbomb. Instead, it's a swirly. The crowd know you never target Mella's face. And well, that swirly certainly would have done that. Valkyria catching Mella. Drags her down to the mat, and you kind of think, what can Valkyria do now? I think she might be setting up for something big. That might have been Nightwing. Caught, though, by Mella. Valkyria reciprocates. This is Nightwing, though. Punts her down in the mat. 1, 2. Near fall in favor of the Bird Lady. The Bird Lady's not done yet. A 2K comeback imminent. And she connects with that leg lariat. Boot follows suit. Fisherman's Buster. Drills it down, and Valkyria's feeling herself. Injury might be plaguing her here, and Mella's got to know, not capitalize. Instead, she eats an enziguri off the failed splash. Lyra, no, not gonna get any more damage down. Instead, she eats a flatliner. Carmella. Is she gonna go Cone of Silence? Kind of feel that's her next avenue of attack. But Valkyria gonna stop it. Instead, putting Carmella in the corner. Scoop, no slam. It's just a full spoon of ice cream not going to be utilized here. Instead, it's Mella unleashing offense onto the ice cream maker. And Valkyria, no, fires back. Nice head scissor takedown. Causing Mella issues. The roundhouse does that as well, but Mella's going to reverse it. Runs in, misses in the corner. It's back and forth affair. Both ladies trying to hit their big shot. Lyra. Side Russian leg sweep. Why not? Throw the punches in the face. Let her know she is no longer going to be pretty. Valkyria climbing. Scaling to the top. The drop zone is haunted with the corpse of Carmella because Lyra just got froggy. Not froggy enough. Pin. Not there to finish the match. Instead, Mella has the opportunity to fight back. Sends Valkyria running to super. Kicks caught. Valkyria a big knee. Trying to follow it up with a punch, can't do so. Mella gonna say, nah. Up top for the power bomb. Drills her into the mat. Beautiful execution there from both these ladies, really. If we didn't have dastardly special referee during these two ladies' first encounter, you kind of have to feel that could have been an instant classic. For now, Valkyria with the Fisherman's Buster on the outside. Drilling that skull into the cold, hard ground. And she's not done yet. Nightwing to the outside. Just put her back in the ring and that's job done. I believe Valkyria, no, she sends Mella into the steps. She knows that she needs to make her statement clear. She's not to be trifled with. He is on course to becoming champion again. Pinfall attempt. Down for the count is Mella. There's a win for Valkyria. Pleased with herself, as always. Oh, look at this. Kiana James hitting Valkyria with a kendo stick. Revenge is best served wooden. Kiana James standing tall. Hitting Valkyria with that kendo stick. Obviously, scores need to be settled there between those two. My word. What a shot. What a performance, though, by Valkyria and Mella. Well, certainly a matchup for the evening, for the ages, to say the least, here in IPW. But Kiana James, statement maker to close out the match. Speaking of closing out matches, it's time for a team that needs to get a win. We're going to war as G.O.D. We've got a battle here with Team 3D. Who will take it? The visor goes up. That means it's showtime. Let's get going. Out first, the former tag champs. Look ready for battle. Motor City Machine Guns, the first victim since return.
Contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall, making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
They then, or now are looking to make their next victims a godly team. The tag division here in IPW, week in, week out, ramps up considerably. 3D have an opportunity to earn themselves back into the favor of the tag team title scene. Remember, they have yet to face the Usos here in IPW. That be a date with destiny. We'll see. But for now, tribal drums play.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Tamatonga and Tonka Loa, the Bloodline.
G.O.D. Tama Tongaloa. Two big MFers set to destroy. We know what they can do. As a unit, they are potent. Their opponents, similar kettle of fish. Let's get going. As well, two teams, big power in their game. We start off with Tongaloa and Bubba Ray Dudley, the respective teams, and well, got a feeling Bubba's not going to be in this for much longer. Sent packing to the outside. And well, Devon might be joining him in a second. If Bubba didn't intervene, get back in to even up the fight. That's a pile driver. Out of nowhere, Bubba just spikes him cleanly into the mat. Tongaloa trapped, fighting out of it. Though, and well, he's going to continue to strike back. Put Bubba in the corner. And Bubba caught on the top now. Remember, only one of these two teams, former IPW tag champions. And that is, of course, Team 3D. Kind of have to feel that the lead up to our next big event, we are going to be having maybe a tag team eliminator where the Team 3D put their claim to the titles up against a team that's beaten them before. That could be a potential huge matchup. As it stands, though, that is not in the picture just yet. Tama allows for the tag. Here comes Devon. Roll up with the small package. Not going to get even a smidgen of a count from our referee. Irish whip, drop down, picks him up. No, can't do that. Tama standing tall, defiant with his actions. But he's caught immediately in the return to sender. And Devon, well, Devon being Devon, the wise veteran, catching his opponent and planting him in a difficult one. That being said, there's obviously the small inopportune moments to make a tag, and well, that was one of them. As Tama tagged out, Tongaloa tagged out, brought in Tama. Tama is now being throated by Devon. Trap him in the corner, I should say. Tongaloa is being thwarted. Thwarted by Devon Dudley. Devon trying to capitalize on the situation. Could not do so. Instead, gonna send Tongaloa running into the corner. Fights out of it, though. And it's a big old fight for that. Two big beefy boys, both bringers of pain, aren't going to stay in the ring for that long together. Tama now legal. Caught by Devon. There's the nice side Russian leg sweep. Just to let him know, this ain't home. This ain't make-believe. It's IPW and you're going to eat maybe a slice of heaven. Devon gets his way. He will be sending one of his opponents, Tama Tonga, maybe Tongaloa, to a nice, dreamy end. Devon fires up, makes a tag. In comes Bubba. He throws it up. 3D connects. Going for the pin. Where's Tongaloa? There he is. He breaks that up. Not allowing that to happen. Oh no, sorry. Victory isn't cheap. And Bubba's making sure it's costly for GOD. The shots connect. They rain in. Tama, realizing the danger, he just ate a massive maneuver. Escapes the ring. Tongaloa is into the picture now, into the fray. For the foreseeable. And you kind of feel he needs to ride this wave of momentum. Ride, control this match, do something. Because in this current situation, it is all Team 3D. A tag. Brings Devon into the fray once again. Tongaloa with a tag puts Tama in the picture as well. Up top, they put Devon, and he gets a backdrop suplex in stereo for his involvement in life. Beautiful from Tama. Big leaping DDT as well. He puts down Devon, who's now in trouble. Kick to the gut. I think he might be coronated with this Tongan twist. Planted in the middle of the ring. Pinfall attempt not even going to get to one. Bubba's already intervened and kept this bout alive for his team. Devon reasserting himself into this match. Goes for the pin. Gets only a one. Escape out the back is Devon. Irish whip. There's the tag. What are they thinking here? Oh, that's an executioner's leg drop if I've ever seen one. Cutting the throat on entry. Beautiful lariat there from Tongaloa. Devon not going to let it slide. Hits a nice spinning power slam. Kind of feel we're closing in on greatness. Closing in on an ending. Devon tagging out. In comes Bubba. He sends Tongaloa flying. Again. Neither team staying down for long. Maybe a Rikishi driver might change that tune. Planted is Bubba. Tongaloa into the pin. Devon in, breaks it up. He sensed the danger that maneuver can deliver. And Tongaloa is not done yet. He's gonna not gonna get it this time. Bubba escapes. And Bubba, he stacks him up. Roll up attempt. Reversal of tune. Tongaloa, no, changed position again. Position reverse once more. And that's a kick out by both these men. Big DDT, busts open Bubba. That changes everything. Big knee misses. Bubba gonna send him running. Tag, no. Tongaloa is not having it. Samoan headbutt. Or a Tongan one. Causing havoc. Now Tama Tonga in the ring. He's going to fire back, fire big shots. And that's going to snag a Bubba. put in God corner. And they're setting him up. Legs dropped. Tongaloa teeing off for 3. And he's not done. This time the knee connects and he falls into the pin. 1, 2, no, nearly. Team 3D. Some MFers. They send Tongaloa to dead man's land. Bam! Big slap. Bubba puts him in again because this is the setup needed. The 3s go up. Tongaloa goes down. 3D connects. Pinfall attempt. Tama in. Breaks it up. Very easy to do. Devon or Bubba needs to run interference. Stop the second man for the opposition coming in, causing havoc. Stopping the pinfall W from happening. The brawl spills to the outside. It's Devon executing with precision. The onslaught of agony needed to net himself the victory. But as we crawl closer to the final call, we're at an 8. Tongaloa is up quickly. He realizes the danger, gets back in. Roll up attempt here. Rope break called. The fired up Tongaloa. He's not going to be contending with Devon for much longer. In comes Bubba. And down he goes with the spear. Referee. Perfect view of the situation. It's Tongaloa striking, teeing off. Big DDT. Puts down. Spear. Cuts him in half. But I don't think he's done just yet. In comes his brother, his younger brother, Tamatonga. Clean up house. He isn't going to do it instead. Devon's back into the fray. Back drop from Devon. Boom, big drop kick misses. Devon sending Tamatonga into 3D territory. They look to be closing in on an ending. Up on the shoulders. Down to the mat. Stereo powerbomb. Beautifully executed. Tamatonga taken down, maybe out as well. That is boom, fist bumping because they're dropping the dime with their heads. Pinfall attempt only nets the 2. Devon. Change of tune, maybe. Submission attempted. Not going to net the victory. Instead, it's Tamatonga roll up. Is he going to steal it? That's the real question. Only a 1. But it does give God control of a bout they've so longingly wanted into. Boom. Big line from Tama. But he's caught. Unless Grace not going to come through. Instead, it's Tama. Caught, sent running. Pop up, flapjack. He's busted open now. But I don't think it's going to matter in about 4 minutes' time. Quick kick out there. Force kick out by Tongaloa. Irish whip. Reversal. The friends and friends standing in one corner. Devon tags out, brings in his brother. Tongaloa vicious with the strikes. He does not give you an inch. Irish whip sends him running big. Side slam. No walk necessary. It is executed with perfection. Boom, bionic elbow and another head busted open. This used to be the ECW arena. Now it's just a gigging arena. Devon and Bubba. Certainly. Eyes on Bubba. Putting Tongaloa in the corner. God, we know, well-veteraned, well-oiled machine as our Team 3D. I have to say, recent biases say Tongaloa. Brakishi driver on the outside, my word. Tongaloa, not holding anything back, is however going to break the count. No, he's not. He's just removing the top turnbuckle. Now he's broke the count. Bubba caught. He's on the receiving end of not too much punishment, but when he does, you know it's the big shot. The Irish whip reversal. Elbow drop misses. As the count reaches 7. Big shots landing. Make it bigger shots landing. Tag out, Tammon's now legal. Big DDT planting Bubba, pinfall attempt. 1, 2. Devon's in. He keeps this match alive a little bit longer. Reversal of fate by Bubba Ray. He changes his tune quickly. Does his opponent. And well, he is certainly lining up a clash for the ages. But for now, Focused returns to the Wild Zones. That's a big trash compactor slam from his opponent here. Tongaloa again returning Devon to sender. Isn't going to surmount to a tag out. It does, however, result in me getting chased by 4 cops. Woo. Weird dream I had. Anywho. Devon teeing off. I think we're going to be taking turns by 3D standards. Big shots landing. Make it another. Bubba Cutter connecting into the pin. Down is Tongaloa, who got busted open earlier. Irish whip. Putting Tongaloa in a difficult situation. The boots follow suit. Why not sweep it out from underneath you? An Irish whip. Tag. In comes Tongaloa, and they're setting him up. Tongan twist connecting. Pinfall attempt here. Will this be enough? The answer's no. Devon breaks it up with ease. Bubba is working his way through Tongaloa. It has been these two really battling for the majority of this bout. Tongaloa's caught. 3D signaling it. Pumped him into the 3D. Pinfall attempt. Devon maybe trying to stop it. If he's able to connect. Roll up, planted. Here's Tongaloa here. Pinfall attempt. Nets the win. 3D. Earn themselves a massive result here. GOD, a formidable team. But in the end, only one can say they walked out of this bout victorious. As we watch these replays play out, you kind of notice how back and forth this affair was. The two teams certainly brung it to one another here in this tag team battle. But the momentum, something being ridden high by Team 3D, continues to be a highlight of their career here in IPW. As always, it's this killer setup. Bang! 3D connect. And then this, finally saving last grace. Connects. And he's going night-night.
Here are your winners, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Big victory here for Team 3D. They're setting themselves with a date with Destiny sooner rather than later. Can they keep the momentum going next week? That's the real question. We're about to find out. I triggered the wrong thing, but we'll find out then. As the Resolve stinger fades out. Hello, it's me again. Me ready to talk to you about spooky, sinister, and the funness of our next bout. Let us get into it. Because right now, creepy, sinister is this lady. Topping off a division filled with
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring
Consider yourself in the scare zone here. Paranormal activity is going to be felt inside the IPW arena by this zany lady. As the signature Paxley pose hits the ring. Who's drawn the unfortunate straw that is a battle with Crazy? Well, it's a champion. And based on the music, I think she's doing it alone. Glasses, hat, you name it, she's got it.
And her opponent, representing Fatal Influence from Tampa, Florida, one half of the undisputed Women's World Tag Team Champions, JC Jane.
Let's be honest, last time these two were in the ring together was for that belt around JC's waist. A losing affair, obviously, for Tatum and her partner, Gigi Dolan. Tonight, maybe looking for a bit of revenge against the champ. Obviously working together was Tatum and Gigi to face Nyx and JC. As well, right now we tie up, waist lock applied here by Tatum. It's going to be fought out of here beautifully by JC Jane, who takes her down to the headlock position. And it's interesting. Fatal Influence throughout IPW, obviously a sinister unit. Controlling, domineering, as I said towards the start of the show, the top stars of IPW's women's division. Well, they earned that moniker. Right now, you're starting to see why JC Jane is starting to become a breakout star for the team. As she now battles out here. Nice cartwheel. Takes the arm and wrenching down on it. Bit of revenge for the positioning. Tatum fights out. Gets a more advantageous position as JC's forced to the mat and Tatum can set up. Line her up, and well, she's going flying into the corner. That was like a suction cup. The body of Tatum just wrapping around JC's. Only nets a 1 count. On the pinfall that follows that silly goofy maneuver. Silly goofy usually leads to, well, doom and gloom. For one of these two, that's going to be true. Beautiful neck breaker there by Jane. She now is in a decent position. Tatum is revving up. Springboard, drop kick connects. One of our champions down and out. As well, the current NXT Women's Champion. Tatum Paxley bringing it to the former Women's Champion of NXT. Swinging neck breaker, beautifully executed there by Paxley. And you kind of think that this matchup, or no championships on the line, it is certainly a feeler. A potential challenge nearer the live events, but Paxley Tatum brings in a sledgehammer. This is not a DQ. What? No DQ. Utilizing it there is Paxley. Referee watching on. That's interesting. But she hits that corkscrew maneuver. JC in trouble, sent back into the ring. Could this be it as Tatum's sizing her up from the ring apron? Isn't going to go flying. Instead, hooks her up. Cemetery driver into the pin. She hooks that leg under crash landing. And a kick out there at Jane at 2. Tatum unloading. JC kind of floundering. She's caught here. Bit of white noise. What's up potentially down for the count? It's Tatum. Again, energetic, fired up. Maybe looking to put away JC Jane, but can't do so. Instead, rolling boot connecting. It's not an encore until the song's over. Rolling encore connect. JC Jane follows up, an elbow to the back. Some big shots connecting. And here comes Gigi Dolan. Protecting her partner. Realizing the danger. I mean, there's a sledgehammer in play. And there's a big knee. Dolan's turned on Tatum. Is this a partnership renewal of JC and Gigi? It could be a new member of Fatal Influence. That was a big shot connecting, and JC, oh! The head of Tatum hitting the wood of the sledgehammer. Down for the count is Tatum, but somehow she kicks out. Stays alive, and well, JC needs to shut it down. Hits the elbow to the back of the skull. Now, put her away. Tatum rolls away, escaping the clutches of JC. Rolling pumping kick. I need to know the name of that move because holy flipping shola. JC executes that perfectly, but Tatum, resilient as always, staying in this battle. The count continues to scale as we are up to 4. Feels like darkness approaches. It's Tatum caught. Tried to put the head scissors on. JC not having it. Gonna potentially send her opponent into the ring. JC planting Tatum. Pinfall attempt here. Down for the count. No, nearly. And frustration setting in for the champion. What else is needed? Something more is needed to put an end to Tatum Paxley's big DDT from JC. She drives the head of her opponent into the ring. Pinfall attempt almost gets the victory here for JC Jane. And JC's not done. She's sizing up Tatum again. Not going to go rolling thunder instead. Cemetery drive from JC. Turnabout is fair play. Pinfall attempt gets the dub. And the Fatal Influence. Their signature. Mr. Steal Yo Girl. Comes into effect as JC Jane shuts down Tatum Paxley. But the big story coming out of this bout is no, It's not that we've got not new champions tonight. It's this pretty obvious thing. But JC was active, very, very prevalent with her striking in this battle. This sealed the deal, the cemetery drive. Just out of nowhere. Hits it, plants Tatum, and gets the dub.
Here is your winner, JC Jane.
The women's tag champion victorious here on Primetime. And momentum be continued into our next bout. Why no? Let us find the flip out. Hello. Me again. Hey, me who's ready for our next bout. A special bout. Don't want to miss this because this is going to be fun, it's going to be funky, and it's really not going to end well for some of these stars. Let's do it, boys and girls, let's do it. Yeehaw, all our way to the finale. It's big boy time. The big boys love a bit of fire. Here in the IPW arena.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, the Samoan Joe.
Well, as the flames burn, the former champs in the house. That to be special referee. Joe has a difficult opportunity ahead of him. Either he screws his close rival. There's the signature Joe pose as well. He's ready. The referee looks ready. But it is the opponent. Let us find out who is our first challenger. Well, the glass smashed. That ass will not pass. Because it's time for some hard knocks. Courtesy of the Rattlesnake.
And the participants, first from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold looking ready, hitting the corners as always. Well, this bout, obviously, with the third man in the middle. Kind of wonder if he's going to play this fairly. That will obviously be to follow. But right now, action sits on the Rattlesnake. And now, this man. Is it come up time for Dirty Dom? Victorious a couple weeks ago.
And his opponents, first representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
You think he lost last week to Ilya Dragunov? He previously won a big bout on the run out for my last big show. Tonight, competition doesn't slow down. It always gets tougher and tougher and tougher. No matter where you are in your career. Fired up Mysterio now. Set to deliver. Mysterio, as always, slowly makes his way into the ring. Maybe a bit of cockiness there from Mysterio. Utilizing Stone Cold's taunt in that corner. Could be a hidden blade. But from opponent too iconic. Former champion has to be worried, I should say, as well. The OTC's music hits the arena. A slow walk to the ring. Roman, ready for war. We always say it.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns!
Roman, as always, deliberately slow with his approach to the ring. Roman, as mentioned, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. The OTC is dominant, given the chance to shine. Given the ring. Tonight's matchup. It is really here to sell the score, set up who faces Samoa Joe next week. Dirty Dom and Roman Reigns vying for that at least. Big fight feeling hitting the arena. Can this man do it? Let us find out. It's a slow, arduous walk. Is set in deliberacy. Stone Cold ready. Crowd behind Dirty Dom. And Roman, he's staring us all down. Our referee rings for the bell and Dom's missing his opener. Big shots landers. There's the back rake. Super kick misses. Double axe misses. And in the end, it's a tribal chief chopping two men down. It takes advantage of the situation. Suplex. Dom's down. This is going to be epic. Spine buster. Planting Austin down for an early count. A stack up here. Not even gonna get to one. In a matchup like this, it's all about opportunity and timing, but usually you don't have to worry about a referee. That's the big kicker here. A win. Roll up here. Austin and Roman trying to basically garner an early advantage. Not going to come out in their favor. Instead, it is Dom taken down and out. Austin cleaned house. And now Roman is serving the eviction notice. School girl. Dom taking out one of his opponents. Smart. Isolate just one. Control the center of the ring. Dom over me. Now the mud hole can be stomped in. Roman and Austin battling. Is Dom trying to stockpile? Roman up, brings NFL down for a 2 count. Roman pushed off. Dom. Springboard up, down, beautiful DDT. Putting Dirty Dom out of commission. Pinfall attempt. Only nets the 1. Referee certainly giving us a perfect performance here. Austin may have been thinking stunner. Roman catches him with a headbutt. And that's not a good sign. It's Roman. Well, he is looking to put an end to an opponent who's in the drive-by zone. Dom says, no, fam. You're not doing that. The hit and run cancelled. Dirty Dom gonna be punished for it. Thanks to Austin. Austin trying to control this battle. Trying to make it so that it is just him and Roman. Spear misses. But he hits the Superman punch onto Austin. That lethal combo by Roman. Not going to come to effect. Instead, it's a guillotine. He's got Dom locked up. Austin breaks it up. Realizes the danger. Keeping this battle alive. Big boot from Roman. The ring. All over the place, really. Here is a pinfall attempt. A referee down for the count. He is giving this the fairest of assessments. Austin not really able to do too much just yet. Realizing, though, that his opponents are down. Austin going for a hunt. Going for that scavenger hunt. And there's another kendo. This one's not going to be teed off. Utilizing when fighting Disco Kid. Instead, it is just a business brother. Pinfall attempt. Nice maneuver there by Dom. As well. Scoops up Roman. And shoves it right across his face on that top turnbuckle. Top rope, I should say. Austin back to battling Roman. Reigns and Rollins. Only 2 Peaky Blinders left. Nice, beautiful drop kick there for Dom. And he's got a target in the drop zone. Target too juicy to not go for. He connects with the frog splash. Roman's quickly getting back up. Austin trying to follow suit is going to do so. He takes out Dom. Pinfall attempt. A staggered Roman realizes the danger, breaks it up before the 3 comes through. Roman locked up right now. Indian Dream, maybe. STO, though, the result. The ring empties. And we're down to just Austin. The only man standing in this battle. Maneuvers being utilized here. Dom controlling the ring, goes to the pin a bit too late. Joe counts only a 1. The Roman Samoan drop. That could be more than just a 1. If Austin was not there. Roman, Austin, Dom. Partially working together here to take down Austin. Spear from Roman. He cuts Dom in half. Austin taunting from the apron, but that's gonna be that. And it's Roman versus Joe next week. That's gonna be epic. It is gonna be certainly one for the ages. As we watch these replays, it was classic Roman destruction, that synchronization there. As you look at it, beautifully done by Sigurd. But right now, it is the Tribal Chief victorious and moving towards a nice jump into the rabbit hole that is IPW. Roman barely scrapes victory. Roman barely scrapes the victory as stated, but he does enough. That's all that matters, as his theme echoed through the arena. He's the one to get the last laugh with the Austin taunt. With it, a date with Destiny, maybe. Let us see, because right now, it's main event time. Hello. I am all over the place right now. And as it is Halloween, the spooky special continues with our main event. It is going to be interesting. It is for the television championship. It is the Spooky Rumble. Strap on in. 20 big names, all with mythical feeling. They're battling. Let's go, Buckaroos. Let's go. Into the arena.
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the 2 superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 20 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion
No,
of
they
their
won't.
choice at WrestleMania, and is for the undisputed television championship.
That is actually what is at stake here in the spooky Rumble. And oh, this is not good. The champion is out first. Supernatural. Superhuman. Can he survive? The champion we've seen is very capable. Also, can we point out Mike Rome, his first performance on Primetime in many months, gets to announce the names of the stars who start this Rumble. The champion, our first entrant into tonight's spooky Rumble. This is going to be epic. Especially when the champ's out first. That's typically meaning we're getting a new champion in one of these 20 superstars. And spoiler alert, whoever's in this bout is unknown to me and to IPW management. The Easter Bunny delivered the numbers that each man or woman or thing has drawn. Now it's down to who puts up or shuts up. Champion with belt in hand puts it on the line here. Champion now has to wait. Number 2 in this Rumble. Can he get the dub here? Let us see. Well, this is certainly a surprising name for number 2.
And introducing the challenger from the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Great Muta.
Muta, a star who's we've seen do some big things here in IPW. Certainly in the build-up to Resolve, he was on the verge of getting a title shot. Obviously, did not do so. Instead, that went over to a more worthy opponent. Oh, let's be honest. Muta and Fiend. That would just be a massive headache. There's the championship. 20 men enter. Only one will exit as champion of that belt. The rules are pretty simple. Pinfall or submission won't result in the W. Fiend working over Muda early. Putting the pressure on the back. Target the spine, weaken it. Set up for future operations. Out number 3 is Shotzi. Now this Rumble is spooky because it's everyone and anyone battling for a championship. And that would mean if Shotzi wins, the television championship is staying with the women. As Shotzi tees off on the Fiend to kick this off, our next entrant, number 4, enters the field. As the next entrant, well, it's starting to get a bit more twisted. As Alexa Bliss enters the fray, another lady in the battle. There's a werewolf and a goddess working in tandem to nail one of these men. Bliss puts Muda in the corner. Muda turns his attention, cannot connect. Instead, it is a big shot from Bliss as another countdown signifies the end. And well, the Fiend might have just earned himself some backup here as Big Red, Eric Rowan, kind of things. I can't do Bray Wyatt's theme.
Bray Wyatt has been eliminated.
That is huge in terms of eliminations. The champ's gone, which means we have a new champ on the horizon. As well, it's time to headbang. Out comes Thrasher. The field getting a little bit more stranger by the second. Thrasher, I thought for a second, would have been kicked out. What I will say is return them Cuddy Boys as soon as possible, because right now they are suffering. Well, where there was backup for the former television champ. Yeah. Thrasher on the apron finds his way back in the ring. Action slowly but surely. Generate table seating for the battle. This man, he's fresh off of a loss. He's still gonna fight. Why not? Anything can happen in a rumble. And it's Dirty Dom. He's hurt. Will he be out? Nice work here as there's an Irish whip putting Roman on the apron, but Roman fights out. Realizes, nah. This ain't a education. Well, the ladies keep getting their hits in this matchup. Victoria joins the field. She just got flattened by Dirty Dom to start this one off, but Dom is just flying. As there goes Bliss. Turns out this isn't a blissful performance for her. Obviously, a huge loss. Did I just say furniture? Who cares? Thrasher's gone. Gory bomb. Widow's Peak from Victoria. Driving, I believe that to be Abyss into the center of the ring. There's the ring. It's down to 6.
Nikki Cross has been eliminated.
I opened my gob way too soon. 5 times. Big knee. Gut buster there from Victoria, who's keeping the pressure on. Remember, we are guaranteed a new champion. Before we get to that, here we have it. Big time battle is, well, Sean Spears joins the picture. He punishes inconsiderate YouTubers. Big shots landing here from Rowan, who keeps this pressure on, but Victoria landing some powerful maneuvers of her own, just putting Spears up with ease to the air. Now, not good for anyone in the ring. Your head might be decapitated very, very soon. As we did see a elimination by anyone legend to end this. Yeah, go. Big DDT from Spears puts down one of his opponents. And now it's time for a generational change. Thought processes, wording. Beautiful maneuvers being executed here, and you kind of have to look at this and think or assume who would be the most best candidate. Well, the next man in is going to be Wyatt 6 based. It is soda popping. Remember, no pinfall in this battle. Referee's job is just to say stop. Big time connection there, and Cora's gone. First one in, first one gone. Oh no, Black's gone. Some quick fire, rapid eliminations there. And only about 2 of them have left the ring. We've got 3 other women who are ready to just gobble up the rest of the food. Goodbye, Shotzi. Taken down. Big coloss from Rowan drives Victoria into the mat. An Irish whip sent her running. Followed up with the corner. Stare down, potential to happen as Joey just on his final stretch here. Big shots from Gacy on his tag partner. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack out next. Remember, it isn't about damaging the nerves in the throat. It is about getting space, about verticals, horizontals. As we welcome our next entrant to the ring. Big time shots connect. Stratus grateful. Kick out there. As well, kickouts mean out in a battle royale. The only thing that matters is that 10 count. As another man set to join the field. And why not keep on trend the headbangers? It's no longer Thrasher. Moss is in the picture somewhere.
Diamond Dallas Page has been eliminated.
DDP gone in an instant. Our next entry to join the field. Who is this? It's part of the Alpha Academy. It's Maxine Dupuy. She joins the picture. That would certainly be an interesting set of stars.
Mosh has been eliminated.
But Mosh gone now. Thrasher might follow him quite quickly.
Joe Gacy has been eliminated.
And now the ring's still controlled by Teacup. It's now going to get the feeling of a bit of actual tea. Big shots connecting. As well, there's some power behind it here. And I think that's a big chokeslam onto Dupree by Rowan. And the Demon, next man out. He wants his belt back. The Fiend, obviously, we know has relinquished the title here in this battle. That's a big coloss. Rowan is taking it to the field of spooky stars. Dupree, no, not going to go flying over top instead. I think she might be going for a nice little walk. Enters no. But this is pretty big. The monster's in the ring. The monster. Abyss, a big star here in IPW, who's clawed his way into the title picture. And he's looking to add another name to the list of legends he has put through hell. Mick Foley is said person. Dupree barely hanging on as
Has been eliminated. Dominic Mysterio has been eliminated.
we lose two off that quick succession, make it a third. Loomis gone. Dirty Dom gone. And then it was obviously the Aqua thingy. Executed to perfection. Lotus, as we say, did not win the war. Battle's only just begun. Next, we're down to 4. Yeah, I kind of have a feel that might be that here at this company.
Finn Balor has been eliminated.
The Demon's gone.
Dupree has been eliminated.
Dupree's gone. We're down to 2. It is Cactus Jack who hits the Cactus DDT. And that is Abyss down. And here comes the sock. Choking out the monster. Abyss fighting out of it. Staying semi-alive. Cactus Jack hooks it up again. Again, the choke applied. And maybe the signs of a new champion coming into the picture. Abyss, though, hooks up Cactus Jack. Up into powerbomb and slammed to the mat. The big man, his big shot misses. Cactus Jack not going to send him running, instead a big knee lift. Shot after shot landing. Abyss eating a shot. He needs to hit something that can get him out of this rabid corner. An elimination attempt. That might be good to end this all. Abyss on the shoulders of Mankind, who just can't get the job done. No belly to belly instead. Big time maneuver from our champion. Staggered. Foley there, who's looking to end it all here. He's got Foley up for almost 2 seconds, but still nothing. No treatment can be given or denied. Painful addition. Right now, the sign is what is in focus for these two stars. The win. Marginal care. Who cares? Anyway, we tie up. Start this off. Manhattan drop from Mandible Britain. Back elbow from the British. A kick out in time as well. It looks like we've got a push out attempt here. Foley not gonna get it just yet. Pressure applied and forced away as Michael Cole controls the ring. And he's going to look to get another name on that elimination. Is that beautiful? Up to the top and down he goes. The elevator. Beautiful. There's Abyss. He just eliminated Cactus Jack to earn his first championship.
Undisputed television champion. He is the monster, Abyss.
Abyss victorious here. And new champion crowned. It's a fate to me to end out the show. What a night. Thanks for joining me for the Halloween special. Tomorrow we will have Breakdown eventually. Sometime. Don't know when. Yes, thanks for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow.